What's good, y'all? I can't lie, this is quite a difficult one to make because this video's subject has changed multiple times, so it's been very difficult to make it. That being said though, here is the meta for Chapter 6 Season 3 Super. But before we get started with the video, I want to talk about an absolutely crazy thing that we've been able to do here at Vision. We've been able to get a quick sponsor, PlayVital. PlayVital has provided us with a discount on the new product's extensive triggers. Now, me personally, this has helped my channel a whole lot because this has actually improved my aim a lot. If you guys were wondering, it has 15 plus colors and one special just for us, which is the one I use, and it is called Chameleon Purple Blue. Now, without further ado, let's go back to the video. And also, one more thing, if you haven't already, I'm gonna hope that the editor puts the link on the screen so you can press it now, so you can go and check out PlayVital. It is basically the reason why my aim is so good. Alright, we're going to be starting off with the solos, so solo W key and normal solos. So, let's get started. Now, solo loadouts aren't actually going to be comp because there is no solo tournaments this season. Now, for casual solos, I would recommend you carry the Sentinel Pump. Now, quick hint, you'll see a trend because every single loadout includes the Sentinel Pump shotgun. It's just that good of a shotgun. But anyway, let's get started with the rest of the loadout. So it is the Sentinel Pump, the Spire, because of its 50 bullets, it's insane for just constant spray all the time. And then I would recommend you carry maybe the Tracker, the Dash Sprite, the Vampire Effect, or the base boosters. Any of those four and you should be alright, because I cannot lie, the utilities this season are all really good, so you can pretty much carry anyone you want. But now for the heals, I would have to go with the Chug Jug, and maybe I would also go with some big pots, because I think they're pretty good, especially if you have Medallion, because Medallion gets you up to 55 shield, which obviously you can't pop 50 shield, or you can't pop minis if you already have 50 shield, so you might as well carry big pots. Now we're going to get onto the W key. Now, as I said, the Sentinel Pump all the way here, and then I would go with the Fury because it has a quicker fire rate, and it is because of its quicker fire rate, it's a lot better for box fighting, which you should be going for if you're W keying. Then I would have the Vampire Cloak, because I think it is very good for getting around the map very quickly, especially because it tanks Storm, which is what a lot of people have been using this for. Now, to finish the loadout with the heals, I would also go with the Chug Jug and big pots because I just think it's the go-to. Now, like the last meta video we will not be doing a duo loadout, even though there is duo console cash cups. I just don't really think that it's that necessary to do it, especially when trios is the main game mode for competitive, so we're just gonna do a trio loadout. If you watched the last meta video, you would know that there is 3 roles in trios: the Fragger, the IGL, and the support, with all different functions. The IGL, the in-game leader; the Fragger, who is supposed to get the most elims; and the support is literally just what it sounds like. Anyway, let's get started with the Fragger, who should be carrying the Sentinel Pump shotgun, like normal, the Fury AR, or the Kill Switch dualies, the Dash Sprite, or the Vampire, no, sorry, not the Dash Sprite, the Vampire Cloak, the Chug Jug, and minis if you don't have the Medallion. Whereas if you do have the Medallion, I would say big pots. Next, we have the in-game leader, which, if you guys don't know, is actually my role. But anyway, let's get started. Sentinel Pump, of course. The Spire AR, as this is the most all-rounded AR, and I think I just should be carrying that one. The Vampire Cloak, or the Orange Dash Sprite. Chug Jugs, all big pots. And then the Med-Miss Grenade, as it is great for healing your entire team. Now, quick note with the Orange Dash Sprite, the support or the IGL can carry it, because but if you guys can get 3 Vampire Cloaks, I would say just carry 3 Vampire Cloaks, because it's not bad for keeping coordination in your team at all. And even with the Dash Sprite, it's great for keeping coordination as well, but the Vampire Cloak can do everything that the dashes do, but in my opinion, better. Now, let's get on to the support of the team, who should be carrying the Sentinel Pump, any spray weapon, in my opinion, because I don't really think it matters. I would honestly recommend the Hyperburst pistol because it takes mini ammo. It makes sure that the team doesn't run out of AR ammo, whereas if you're the only one carrying mini ammo, it's quite hard to run out of that. Anyway, we'll move past that. Now, you could carry the DMR, but I don't recommend it. If you are going to carry DMR, I'd say give it to the IGL, and then you take the Spyro. Now, if you aren't going to carry triple gun, which I recommend you shouldn't, you should probably just carry the Vampire Cloak or the Orange Dash Bright in place of that gun, and then you should carry Chug Jug, and then any healable, so optional healable. Now it's time to talk about the good drop spots this season where you can land at. Now, I guarantee your first thought is going to be Demon's Domain, because it has a really good medallion there, and it is also just a good drop in general. Now, Demon's Domain is one of the good drops this season, but let's just go through the rest of them. Now, one of the main ones I have to go with is Supernova Academy. It's a really, really good drop spot because it has great positioning on the map and it has an abundance of loot which can basically guide your entire game. It's so good, in fact, that CLOAKS, who was second in last FNCS, is currently landing there, and also Mr. Savage is landing there. But unfortunately, he's not finding success, but I might cover this in a different video. Next one that I have to go with is my drop spot, Kappa Factory, and the reason why I land it is because it has an abundance of metal, which is really, really good. And it's also very fast harvesting, which can help you get your early game done quite quickly, and I'm also going to tell you why you need to get it done quickly in a second. The reason why you want your off spawn to be quick at Kappa Factory is because at Salty Docks, so the little dock next to Kappa Factory, sometimes a Spire will land there, and if you defeat this Spire, it gives you a lot of hero rank, which is really keen this season, and it will also grant you the access to some pretty good loot from not just the NPCs, but the actual Spire itself. And every single game, it has a chance of spawning the Overlord Spire, which in some cases has gotten me all of the loot I need for one game. I'm talking 2 Chug Jugs, good shotgun, good AR, good everything for your entire trio. So you can imagine what this is like in solos. It's great in solos, but it's especially good for trios. So this is why I'd recommend landing Kappa Factory. So in summary, I land here because of the abundance in metal, which isn't that easy to find in this map, the loot that's around it, and one more thing is there are these new there's these new like academy things, like underground things that get you some really good loot with gold, which isn't that great in tournaments, but also there's a lot of hero rank chests there which grant you some pretty good loot as well. Now I've covered 3 drop spots, but I'm going to cover one more, which is an underrated drop, the Resistance Base. Now you may find me crazy, but there is decent shrines around it, like Kappa Factory, which I didn't say. But it has the Alchemy Lab quite close to it, and it also has a Spire quite close to it too.